This question is a combination of definitely and possibility case, and let us see the question. All seats are covers, no cover is bun, some buns are roofs, and some sides are covers. The conclusions given are: all sides being buns is a possibility, all sides being roof is a possibility, some sides are definitely not buns, and no seat is bun. Let us look into the conclusions one after the other. All sides being buns is a possibility is our first conclusion, and the statements which contains those terms are the second and fourth statement. We see that the common terms are not aligned properly. It is just enough if you are going to reorder the statements. After cancelling the common terms, an I statement with an E statement is going to give O statement as the answer. The conclusion being a possibility case, we are going to draw all the possible Venn diagrams for the conclusion we have arrived at. And we know that the term after not will go inside the circle, the inner circle. Let us check the conclusion in all these three diagrams. All sides being buns is not true here. Similarly, here also it is not true, and it is not true in the third diagram also. So conclusion 1 is not true according to the diagrams we have drawn. Now let us check the second conclusion. The second conclusion is all sides being roof is a possibility. For this, we will have to consider the second, third and fourth statements. If we just reorder the third statement to be the first statement, the terms will be aligned properly. Now we see that the alignment is done properly. Let us check the combination of terms. Now let us see how the statements are combined. When you combine the first two statements, I plus E, you get O as the answer. And when you combine that O with the other next I, there will be no valid conclusion. And when the conclusion is not valid, any possibility case will be true, and hence conclusion 2 is true. Now let us consider the third conclusion. Some sites are definitely not buns. Here also, we are going to ignore the term definitely and check whether the conclusion is true or false. For this conclusion, we will have to consider the statements 2 and 4. Here also, the alignment is not proper. We are just going to reorder the statement to get the proper alignment. Now the common terms are aligned. When you combine an I statement with E statement, you get O as the answer. And the conclusion which we arrive at is some sites are not buns. That is the given conclusion. Some sites are not buns. If some sites are not buns is true, then some sites are definitely not buns will also be true. So conclusion 3 is true. Now let us consider conclusion 4, which is no seat is bun. For this, we will have to consider conclusions 1 and 2. The common terms are aligned properly. An A statement with an E statement when combined gives another E statement, and that will be no seat is bun, and that is the given conclusion, and hence conclusion 4 follows. We see that conclusion 2, 3 and 4 follow. Let us check the answer options. We find that option D says only conclusion 2, 3 and 4 follow. So option D is our answer. Let us check the answer slide. Yes, only conclusion 2, 3 and 4 follow. Let us check the working slide. Yes, the conclusion 1 is not true, which is also proved using the Venn diagram. Let us check conclusion 2. Yes, conclusion 2 is true. We have proved that. 3, conclusion 3 is also true. And 4, conclusion 4 is also true. And hence, all the 3 conclusions, that is conclusion 2, 3 and 4 are true, and our answer option is D. Now let us move on to the next question.